Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Should You Bother. Today we're going to be talking about Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer specifically. I'm a big multiplayer fan. I've been playing every multiplayer with the exception of Infinite Warfare since about COD 4, probably. That was when I started on. Yeah, COD 4. And I've actually been grinding Modern Warfare 2 a lot. I am max level. I have 17 golden weapons, platinum ARs. I've been playing a lot and I have a lot of time in already. So I think I have a pretty good rounded opinion on the game. And to give it a score right away, I'm going to give Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer an A, but it feels like a B, and I'll explain what I'm saying when I get into that. So multiplayer, the gameplay is great and fantastic. I love it. It's the best it's felt for me personally since before Advanced Movement, before Infinite Warfare. It feels like classic Call of Duty. There's no slide canceling, there's no bunny hopping, you're not jetpacking or running off walls. It feels like an older Call of Duty, and it's a lot of fun. There is issues. There's a lot of emptiness in the game, like combat records aren't there, challenges. There's a lot of things you come to expect from Call of Duty that aren't there. I know there's season 1 update that everyone's talking about, it's all coming season 1, but it really should be there from the start, and that's why it kind of feels like a B. Everything you can play in this game feels very, very fun, but the things you expect that go with the game just don't seem to be there, or they're having some sort of issue with it. It's just, there's a lot of weirdness. So we're going to go straight into the pros and cons. Pros is the gameplay. The gameplay feels good. The time to kill is fast, but it doesn't feel impossible. The general map selection is, I would say, on average good. There's a couple ones I really don't like, but there's a couple I love. So I'd say maps overall are a pretty positive part of this game. The guns, all of them feel different, which is a problem that Call of Duty has been running into recently, especially with Vanguard and Cold War. A lot of the guns felt like the same gun, and with all the attachments, you could alter them to be whatever you wanted them to be. Not in this game. They have personality. For example, the P90 feels dramatically different to the Lockman sub. You can't make them 50 cals. You can't add 200 round mags on them. You can't add 10 attachments to the gun to completely transform it into something else. Each gun has a core gameplay feel to it that is not alterable. So each gun feels different. It doesn't feel like, oh, I have 7 assault rifles, but I can change their ammo types, change their barrel types, and they feel like the same gun. So that's a very big positive for me. The new additions to equipment are great. The drill charge is my favorite thing by far. All of them feel fun and different. And then the new game modes are also good. Prisoner Rescue and Knockout are things that me and my wife play constantly. They're probably two of our favorite modes already. So when it comes to the core multiplayer experiments and even Spec Ops, my cousin and I have played Spec Ops and that was fun. Where in MW 2019 it was just not worth playing. It's actually pretty fun in this game. So all the gameplay offerings are fun and they feel good. They feel like classic Call of Duty. The problems you run into are the things that aren't gameplay. So there's been weird legal issues where we've lost one map entirely. The museum map from the beta is gone. Apparently the hotel from Amsterdam, I believe it's in, don't quote me on that, is upset about the hotel map looking too much like their hotel. And then the F1 map, Crown Raceway, which was Marina Bay Grand Prix, has legal issues, and there's rumors that the COD pros aren't able to play it on stream. There's a lot of weirdness going on around the maps. All of a sudden, you can't use the names or likenesses of places in the world. And then guns are all called bizarre things. It really doesn't matter, but like the AKs are all Kostoffs. Lockman is like HK. So there's a lot of weirdness there. Obviously, the elephant that's always in the room here is skill-based matchmaking. This game doesn't feel as bad as Vanguard did. I feel like I can, on average, do really well. But if you have a group of players and you stomp 3 or 4 teams in a row, your next games are super sweaty, which I don't mind. I've always liked having close games, but it does feel kind of punishing sometimes. It feels like they don't want you to do too well or they're going to turn up the difficulty. Because we were playing some pretty average players. We had some decently close games, but we won like 5 or 6 games in a row. And then all of a sudden I recognized a streamer in my game. I'm like, okay, well, they've put me in an upper tier now where we don't really belong, which is fine. I mean, you always have to protect certain classes of players. The pros should be playing against really hard players, and people who have some sort of challenge while playing the game should probably be in a protected bracket. That's fine. But skill based is just, don't love it, but I get it. It's here. I'm not gonna spend forever complaining about it. And then losing a map hurts because I was expecting 14 to 18 maps. We got 11, then it got cut down to 10, and not having challenges, not having a combat record, not having an after action report, not being able to see your KD, the clan system that was supposed to be here isn't here. There's just a lot of stuff that isn't here that is a staple of Call of Duty. The game is great but empty is how I always put it to people. Like, the gameplay is great, the guns are great, the maps are on average good. It's just, why are these things not here? I just don't understand. Like, rank play again is not here. Season 1, Season 1 Reloaded, I get it, they're probably coming soon, but why aren't they here? I feel like a rank mode is not that hard. I don't know. There's just a lot of things that should be there and just are not there. So while I would recommend Modern Warfare 2, and I think the multiplayer is the most fun I've had with multiplayer in a while, whether it's 6v6, Invasion, or Spec Ops, I enjoy all of them. I would say if you're on the fence, wait till Season 1 and see what all comes with it, because Warzone and DMZ will be out at that point, and we should be getting a lot more stuff, like a Battle Pass. I'll be getting Prestiges. Prestiges aren't even here right now, not even seasonal Prestiges. I'm stuck at 55 and can't go any further. It's just, the game is good. This is the most fun I've had with a Call of Duty multiplayer launch since before Infinite Warfare. It's just puzzling why things aren't here. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, how hard is challenges and combat records? You've been able to do it for every other Call of Duty. Why is it this one we can't do it? I don't know. I don't know. But to end on a more positive note, the game's fun. You should definitely try it out. And I'm going to have a couple more videos coming out this couple days and a week. I'm going to rate all the maps. I'm going to talk about a couple sleeper guns that are fun to use that aren't, quote, the meta. And then another thing, just I'm going to give an idea of what guns I think are going to be very useful in DMZ, because DMZ is going to be a very different beast from multiplayer and even Warzone, in my opinion, because things you value in Warzone won't matter as much in DMZ. So stick around. If you have any time, please subscribe. I'm working on getting up there to 1,000. And thank you very much.